Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to Social Studies with me today. Yesterday, we were reading our magazine, Neighborhoods, where we talked about maps and models that you could make, about legends, which is the key on a map that tells you where things are and different symbols for them. And hopefully you made your map at home. If you made it or made a model at home, have mom or dad send a picture to me. I'd love to see all your hard work. Okay. Today, we're going to go back to our magazine, Neighborhoods. And remember, if you were in our classroom, we would each have one of these and you get to read along with me and flip through the pages yourself. But since we can't be at school, I figured I would read it to you so that you still get to read along with me, just on a screen instead. Okay. So we're going to pick up where we left off. And this is the next page. This is called Getting Around. Now take a look at this picture and think about the title and tell someone at home, what do you think we're going to be reading about on this page? Okay. If you said that you were going to be reading about different types of automobiles and buses and ways to get from one place to another, like transportation, if you said that, then you are correct. Let's read and see. Getting around. People in the neighborhood use cars, buses, and trains for transportation. And transportation means a way that you get from one place to another. They can go from one place to another. Now, before we read on and read all these little things around our page, I want you to tell someone at home, how do you get around? What is a way that you go from one place to another in your own neighborhood? Okay. All right, and we're going to go back to our story. And if you need more time to answer the questions, you are welcome to push the pause button on this so that you can talk a little bit more to mom or dad about something. So whenever you need a little more time, just pause it, and then you can come back to it after you're done with your discussion. Okay? All right. So right here, what kind of a sign is this? I know I see these in my neighborhood. That is a stop sign. This sign tells drivers to stop. Okay, and what shape? We've been learning about all different shapes. I'm going to scoot it in. What kind of a shape is a stop sign? If you said octagon, you are correct. Don't confuse it with a hexagon. It has two more sides than a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides, and octagon has 8. So our stop sign it's a sign that tells drivers to stop. Down here, there's a traffic sign that helps keep people safe. And you need to do what the sign says. So if it has that red hand up, and sometimes it's red, sometimes it's kind of an orange color, that means to stop because cars could still be coming. If it has that little green, or sometimes it's white, person walking, then that means that you can cross the street. Okay? Curbs can be hard for some people. Now, why did they say that curbs can be hard for some people? Use that picture to try to figure it out. Why would a curb where the road comes up, why would that be hard for that boy? That boy is in a wheelchair, and it's a little bit tricky sometimes if you're in a wheelchair to get up and down curbs. Okay? And here it says traffic lights help keep people safe. Green means go, red means stop. Tasha and Jerome ride a bus to school. I know some of you ride a bus to school. Others have a different kind of transportation to get to school. How do you get to school? I know some of you ride a bus. Some of you ride in a car. Some of you might come on a bike or a scooter, or even some of you walk. Your feet are one way that we can be transported from one place to another. So your feet are even a mode of transportation. Okay, and the last thing at the bottom, it says school zone. This sign tells drivers to go slow near the school. And I know we have some signs kind of like that near our school so that we can be safe when we're walking or crossing the street. Okay. The next part of our book that we're going to read is shopping and eating. Tasha and Jerome like to shop. They also like to eat. What a lot of choices in their neighborhood. Take a look. They have a lot of stores and restaurants in their neighborhood. Think about your own neighborhood. What types of stores or restaurants are near you? And which ones do you like to go into? Let's see what Jerome and Tasha have in their neighborhood. This place is the bakery. They can buy baked goods here. Baked goods are like bread and cake and cupcakes and cookies and things like that. Over here is children's shoes. They can buy shoes here. Then there's a diner. A diner is another word for like a restaurant. They can eat a meal here. This one says t-shirts. They can buy t-shirts here, so they have a t-shirt store. And the next place says toys. They can buy toys here. And the last one says flowers. They can buy flowers here. So that's what their neighborhood looks like. The stores and restaurants that are near their house. So now here's your job. I want you to think about what is your favorite restaurant or your favorite store to go to in your neighborhood. And then you're going to make a model of it. Remember, yesterday we made either a map or a model. A map is flat on a piece of paper. A model is a 3D shape, a fat shape. That means today we're going to be making a model. What you can use for your model is you could fold some paper and tape it together to make the outside of a store and then decorate it to look like that store or restaurant. You could also find a box if you have one around, if you have like an old cereal box or something that's going to go in your recycling bin. You could use a container, a plastic container. You can do some recycling. That means to use something again. Something that you're going to throw away, you can use to make your model. Okay? So you can be creative and make whatever store or restaurant you like to visit at your house. Remember, today we're going to make a model, not a flat one, but a fat shape. But before you use anything in your house, make sure you ask mom or dad if it's okay. And also, if you're going to be using scissors and tape and things like that, always ask mom or dad first. Okay? I can't wait to see your awesome models of the store or the restaurant that you most like to visit. Bye-bye.